Hey guys, here we are again in lesson 6. Let me give you an advice first. When doing a sketch, do not focus only on a single sketch. There are so many options when drawing. Probably you won't like the result the first time, so just keep practicing, analyzing, and working with different perspectives. Try out and consider different options. So that's basically my recommendation. It's just a matter of giving the best of you, doing your best. So, being said that, I'm going to draw an adult version just to see if the drawing can be interpreted in an easier way. In this case, I draw a mermaid, but I don't want it to be so, don't know how to say it, so sweet like the previous one. It's not like they are sweet, strictly speaking, but rather mysterious or dreamlike. So this mermaid is going to look the public directly to the eyes, and I'm also going to give her a naughty attitude. I also want her to have a dynamic aspect, so to do so, I'm going to draw sharp angles, for example, and let's make her wear much short hair and pointy hair. Why not? The only thing that might cause some trouble is the tail, since I have no clue how I'm going to do it. I'll try different ways since I can't see clearly the current position. If you have a reference model, like a doll, or if you find on internet something similar that you can use as a reference, much better. In my case, I usually do it without any references, but it's really useful for beginners who need to base their illustrations on a reliable and real model. So, as I said, if you're just getting started on this, so using a reference would be really, really great. In my case, for example, even in my case, I sometimes need to turn to images and real examples. For instance, I don't know how to draw a piranha by heart, so I use references for it. So don't feel bad or don't feel that it's unprofessional when using references because it's not a bad thing at all. And why do I don't use references? Basically because I've lost a lot of drawings and this has helped me to practice. So now I'm used to it. So that's why I can create all these drawings without turning to any image or reference, since it's inside my head. Is it more difficult not to use references? Yes, it is. However, it's also more gratifying doing it in this way, basically, since the posture I use might be similar to others, but it won't be the same since it comes from a mind. I'm not saying that using references is a bad thing. On the contrary, but using imagination reinforces our creativity and help us create original stuff, that's all. So, yes, you can use references, but the result won't be the same. So guys, my recommendation for you is using your own imagination, obviously except for those cases in which are more difficult, for example the half-fish part. So back to the illustration, I think I'll be using this position I'm drawing now, but I still have to think how I'm going to add the tail so that it can be adapted and make it suit the whole body. Well, as I said in the previous lessons, we can place the tail regarding different aspects. For instance, we can think of it like a prolongation of the vertebral column, or rather as if it were a human knee. In this case, I think I'll be applying the human knee option since I believe it's the easier one. So the tail is going to be split in two by the knee joint. And you'll see the result in a moment. Should I make her sitting? Not sure. What do you think? Okay, anyway, I'll think about it. As you can see, just a matter of trying out different positions and decide which one you prefer and how you want to place it inside your canvas. Well, I haven't decided anything yet. It's not something I planned in advance. I decided it on the fly. What I usually do is draw in and then, if there is something I don't like, I just delete it and if there's something I like, I try to keep it. So now you can see what I meant before about the knee. First, I tried to make it her as she was sitting to avoid using the joints, but I didn't like the result because it wasn't dynamic, and in this fish I want to emphasize motion. So yeah, this will be the tail, well, kind of. Now our sketch would be finished. How's yours going? In the next lesson, we'll be coloring it. Bye, guys!